Hello! In this video, you'll learn some basics about the camera. I'm tired because I run down one 4-wheeler a while ago. I don't know why I'm do that. It's a part of blowing some steam. This video is a part of blowing some steam. So, passing on some of my camera knowledge and having fun with this low light kind of king-ish low light Duke Sony A7 Mark III. Release some steam, enjoy myself, pass on some knowledge. Make we do a vlog. You wanna hear them? Parakeet. My lip band dry. Wet my lip band. So, funny joke just before we get into the everything that we had up today. Funny thing, as soon as me use some B-roll shots from this era, but as soon as me finish shoot the portion down by where I'm just coming from, look like one security guard or probably owner for the place. As soon as me finish, that is when he came. So when he actually come, never that do nothing. That's sweet for your camera person. You get me? You film what you want and then realize, oh, you shouldn't do that. Film this like property like them something. Yeah. So we're going to the news first. So for all the people who listen from inner Jamaica, we're there for a while. You know that hear about the policeman or when I hear about him with the ganja incident. So, we know this a policeman long before now. The thing is, he passed as you not see in the report. He passed. And the reason why I want to talk about this and know other report is that I say, like when we hear about it, as a matter of fact, it kind of strike a different when somebody losing life. It strike a different when you don't know the person at all, no matter how down to earth and human you be. I want a different kind of experience. Because I never like somebody I'm a close friend or anything. But I don't want to try too hard to describe him specific. But based on what I get from him so far, I would say, oh, I want a good person. You understand me? And I say, oh, suppose he did stay in the JCF. If he never get involved in the ganja thing, if he would have still be alive and now because I'm look film because yo side of atmosphere. Dum. And you know what the funny thing? Him call me other day, you know. He called me other day for shoot my funeral film. Oh, here it is. So it's kind of fine. It's a former cop dies from Westmoreland crash. A former police sergeant died as a result of injuries he sustained when a trailer transporting sugarcane overturned on the box motor truck which he was driving in Westmoreland on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as 48-year-old Christopher McDaniel. 48. Man, I know much older than me, you know. Not much older than me. And you see it? Anyway, you're police, you can't lose it. Anyway, you're going, the end of the day, that comes your way. Jaja. But you just come back to what I say. Not really too make no sense to worry about all of the stress that I have out the road because I work this money, I work same way, I see it there. So, yeah man, appreciate the small things them being able to do this. So, camera time, for all the camera nerds them who want to know about camera editing and all that. I shoot at 24 frames per second. I don't know if I said that. I don't remember my f-stop. The f-stop is the focal length. So, them there. I'm telling about the basic things I'm gonna need to know from the camera. Alright, I like to shoot at 24 frames per second. The reason for that is because it makes the footage look cinematic. And me like the cinematic look, like I like get the angles them and all of them kind of something. So normally shoot at 24. However, when I'm shooting B-roll, I shoot at 60. Reason being is that sometimes I need to slow down my shots. So when I'm slowing down, any frame less than 60 frames per second is going to give me a jittery kind of, you know, going to look like real slow motion. So, show one little bit of example. So, there we go. Or you can shoot standard 60 right across if you feel like, and then you have camera memory. As a matter of fact, we got somewhere else to talk about this. and get some more B-roll. Oh, that's so. Oh, look at that. So, yes, I explain the whole 24 frames per second thing, slow motion, 24 frames make the footage look cinematic. You can shoot 60 frames if you like. The f-stop is basically focal length then. So, if the focal length is from here to here, so it would speak to, focal length is the f-stop, that is what it speaks to. So, you can adjust how thin it is and then you see the blurred out background. So, your f-stop determine the compression of your background, how blurry it looks. I never look on the actual setting of mine, but that's one of the things that we, you know, say I guess. So as I say, so we talk about, I know, we talk about frames per second, we talk about f-stop, aperture. So aperture now, remember I talk about 24 frames and all them something. If you shoot 24 frames, this is a standard rule. So if you shoot 24 frames, your aperture should be 1/50, and if you shoot 60 it should be 1/120. So double up the number and yeah. So the reason for that is so when you're dealing with the footage in post, you don't have certain issues, and also sometimes if you have the wrong settings, or probably not the wrong settings, being that the camera can do it. Sometimes if you don't want to have certain kind of look when you're using a video camera, you need to know about these things. So yeah. Get nothing, I'm soaking nothing I talk about a while ago. Yeah. So I get some little basic things with a compose the shot, make it look good and look high quality. Yes, so ISO. We're not talking about ISO. Not even remember what the acronym stands for. ISO. What people like to call it artificial light. Camera nerds like myself like to call it artificial light or false light. I try to use it as I try to use it at the minimum. I have to use it, like I always find myself have to use it even in the daytime, but I try not to, because the less ISO you add to the video footage, or even if it's a photo, the less ISO you add to it, to me the quality introduces less noise. So let me just stop it right here. Introduces less noise, and the less noise you have in your photo, better for you, better quality. So all basics. Did I mention I use Premiere Pro? Alright, I will get some more B-roll again, and then move from here and then go talk about my editing software and probably have a look in there. So yeah, some more B-roll. Yeah. Camera basics. I'm gonna call it camera basics. Yeah. So we talk about the basic things to yeah. So we talk about the basic things to have with composition, looking proper or looking what would be considered professional. Because we talk about the focal length, we talk about the frames per second, we talk about slow motion, shooting B-roll and all of that. So I would think that we have a general understanding of, you know, getting your composition together, proper lighting, proper framing, and you know, I've been showing you guys a few angles as we go along so you can understand depth of field, which is a part of the composition, ultimately the frame and everything that's in there. So you know, the frame, even when there's a still shot, you're entertained, you know, because depth is considered and what you're looking at is considered. So that's why I get to see the water and the whatever light moving on top of it. So yeah, I use Premiere Pro. Teaching you how to use the software now. It's like one little walkthrough of Premiere, but then you have to pay for it. It's not free. So probably some persons will, you know, probably not use Premiere Pro even. So yeah. Get some more B-roll, some more nice shots of the place. And if you don't have no questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And follow my Instagram, like the video. If you make it this far, subscribe. Yeah man, subscribe. And what else? Just do everything to the video, make the algorithm like it. And yeah, I got it.